championships. 6, if you count Ohio State. And they don't believe in us. We got 9 Hall of Famers. The most fertile recruiting ground in the nation. And they don't believe in us? They don't believe in us. 2 Heisman Trophy winners. They don't believe in us? The city? Mario did.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the Gunshine State. One of them boys still voting in that way. Big play, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you killed down here. Niggas better learn the legal.
We talked about Hard Rock Stadium, whatever it's called, Joe Robbie forever. And how you too big, you can't feel it, yada, yada, yada. But now you got somebody sitting in the driver's seat. You got some resources that's been thrown into the program. And people around here feeling really goddamn good. Watch when Saturday come, that stadium versus Bethune. Watch it be lit. The University of Miami, Mario Cristobal, Radakovich, they've came to here and kicked the door down with John Ruiz and whoever else is involved with everything that Miami's doing. And it's going to show at that stadium. Versus Bethune. I said it. It's gonna be lit. It might feel like North Lane. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's good? So I'm D, man. We're about to talk about everything from post game to ball. Listen, 786-405-9499. We're gonna get down with IOD Squad. We should have a few people drop in here with us. As we get to talking and get to going. One in the books, man. One in the books. The boys put up 70 points. I talked to a lot of people after the game, looked at the stats, talked to Coach Mario, a couple things to put out there. First off, right off the bat, Jay Vicker said, why I'm late. Had to go to Chick-fil-A for the kids, man. Don't worry about small shit, Jay. We put up 70 tonight, dog. Listen, a couple things I'm gonna get into. They put up 70 on Bethune. We know we're gonna get to us Bethune. We supposed to yada yada yada, all of that. X gonna come in here. He's not happy with the way the defense played. 7 rushing touchdowns. I think that may be a record. Anytime you set a record, that is what it is. You can't take that away. You've played sorry opponents before. And so you didn't do it before and you do it tonight. It has to be a reason for that. And it's probably because the O-line is a lot better. It's probably because the O-line is a lot better. Bethune Cookman put up, I think, 400 yards on the Canes defense. Started off, the Canes defense looked a little slow. You know what I'm saying? They looked a little slow. They looked I don't know if I would say slow. I don't know, man. I have my philosophies on defenses and why defenses are the way they are, or why defense is the way it is. I have my philosophies. But they looked a step behind. They really did when the game first started. They looked a tad bit behind when the game first started. And we'll get into that in a second, but we're gonna run off some of these stats so we can get this thing going. But one of the things Mario talked about in the press conference is Jacoby George suspended for 2 games. We're all football villains in here. We're all football villains. Well, I'm a football villains from the Footballville Group Me. If you want to become a member, hit join. We said that in June. Not official. Uh, we're not sure if it's true. True. It may not. I don't know. Nobody ain't said nothing. Where all my football villains at? We said that in June. Okay? Okay? Um, but only to the members. You know what I'm saying? Only to the members. We're trying to get the members' value. Um, we said that in June. Jalen Harrell, he's been missing. He's suspended for 2 games. Isaiah Horton suspended for 1 game. He didn't say why. Kai Clark went down. He said he's fine. He said Leonard Taylor had a stinger. We'll check these things out day to day. You know what I'm saying? To see how true they are. There go my football villains. And all my football villains, the ones with the badges on. Yeah. Yeah. I saw somebody attacking my boy X on another board the other day. It was like, oh, why would you listen to X? He's not an insider. I don't know what an insider is. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. But I'm connected to a lot of people. X is connected to a lot of people. And we have resources. Okay? Shout out to, and we have resources. Shout out to my boy Sean Round with the 1999. Sean just throw money. He don't even say nothing. He don't even say. He just throw money. He don't even say nothing. He don't say what's up, what's going on. Shout out to my boy Sean Round. Listen, man. If you want to call in, I'm gonna make it a call in show. If you want to call in and say something, 786-405-9499. If you want to call in, text me and we'll shoot you the link. If you got something you want to say and get off your chest, we're gonna get in here. We're gonna run down a couple of these stats because we got the final stats from the University of Miami. The final book. The link is in the Footballville Group Me if you want to talk. You don't have to come on with video. Once again, salute to Sean Round. Sean Round, if you wasn't in here the other day, Sean Round gave out $200, and then Bullyville came behind him and gave $200. Shout out to Cost came with the $10. First game, the defense guys was thinking too much. That will be fixed. Defense looked a little slow. Defense ends crashing a lot, giving outside contain. Defense ends crashing a lot, giving outside contain. Letting the quarterback get outside. I think the quarterback threw for. I think he threw for 240 yards. I think he rushed for like I think he rushed for like 40 yards. I don't know why I'm guessing. I got the stats and everything right here. Right here in front of me. Yeah, I got the stats right here in front of me. I don't know why I'm guessing. Let's see. I'm going to tell you right now. 11 for 22, 43, and he rushed for 17 yards. Longest pass was 48 yards. I think that's the one against Tyreek Stevenson. Xavier Strepo led it to have 5 targets, 5 catches. No, he had 5 targets. Longest for 41, he had 1 touchdown. 50, his longest was 52. I don't think it was any drops. Tyler Van Dyke was 13 for 16, 193 yards. Jake Garcia came in 8 for 8, on fire, 107 yards. Jake came in, was lit. And I'm going to bring my boy X in here. And I'm going to bring my boy X. What's up?
Yo.
I'm going to bring my boy Medi in here. X, what's good?
What's up?
Jalen, before I get out of here, I mean, before we just get started, bro, I'm gonna let you get your take on how you felt. Uh, Before we get started, Jalen Jones, I looked him up during the game, right? Jalen
Jalen
Jones,
Jones took the
the
quarterback for
quarterback.
Bethune. Yeah,
Yeah, I looked Jalen Jones up in the middle of the game because I'm on the sideline, right? I got my little computer in my head. I watch kids all the time, and I'm looking at this kid, and I'm like, man, this kid is 6'4", 210. This kid is good. Let me look him up. So I looked up Jalen Jones to see who he was. Um, I'm gonna show you who he is. Jalen Jones.
that's the quarterback who used to play for
Who? Jackson
I
State,
forget.
right?
But I think he was
Yeah, he
went to
was at Jackson
241
State.
school before.
Huh?
I think he committed to Florida originally.
He committed to Florida.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
at
that's why I say
Jackson
he committed to
State.
Florida. Yeah.
He's 6'4", 220 pounds now, 210 or something like that. He was a 4-star coming out of high school. This is my philosophy that the transfer portal has changed college football to the point where there's guys in places where you're not going to expect to see them. He was good. He was good. He was throwing the ball on the run. He was getting out the pocket under pressure. O-line undersized, and he did his thing. But my philosophy is listen, man, we had a college football game where two quarterbacks from the same team transferred to the team faced each other on two separate teams the other night. So let me give you an example. Let's say Oklahoma had two quarterbacks transferred. They went to separate schools and faced each other in a game. There are kids everywhere that aren't supposed to be or wouldn't usually be there in a normal situation. And you get a kid like Jalen Jones at Bethune, 6'4", 210 pounds, running around. I'm gonna get some more stats, X, and then you can give your synopsis on what you thought. I sent you all the stats too, X. So basically,
Yeah, I've been looking at the stats.
yeah,
I
they
think it's
had
Bethune, so I don't know how much we want to
what?
go
Nah,
off
we ain't
of
doing that.
stats.
Nah, we ain't doing that. Numbers are numbers. Just like I said, at the end of the year, we accumulate these numbers. Nobody ever say, "Hey man, subtract Bethune numbers at the end of the year." Nobody ever say that.
I mean, but do we? Okay, so Streeter, you put yourself in an NFL GM. Uh, what they call it? The
Nope.
NFL guys who come.
Nope. I'm putting myself in stats. Nope. Because at the end of the
So-
year,
so
we
you
say Jacoby George had 10 catches. We had 30 catches. You know what I'm saying? We don't ever say subtract stats.
No, we don't.
No, we
But,
don't.
I mean,
We don't.
Do you say, oh well, yeah, he had 12 games that he was excellent in, and oh, let's go down the list of games who he played. Oh, he played Bethune Cookman. He played the Children of the Corn.
No, we never say that. At the end of the year, we just say, hey, dog had 30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So listen, so first downs was actually flipped. They had 13, we had 31. What X is frustrated about was this total yards that they had.
Yeah, the defense. I mean,
They had
it was
342, we had 605.
I just feel like the defense could have did a better job executing on second downs because they was getting like it was like second and 6 and they'd get a first down. I'm like, well, hold on, defense, like this is not Pittsburgh or it's not Florida State or Clemson or Texas A&M. So just imagine if that's these schools with talent.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying I'm not saying we're in trouble, but you know they just got to execute a lot better. But like you say, that quarterback, I mean, he's D1. He's a D1.
Listen to some of these numbers. Listen to some. We had 31 first down. They had 13. They had 93 net rushing yards. Miami had 305. They averaged 3 yards a rush. We averaged 7 yards a rush. Let me see. Large rushing yards, gain rushing. Net passing, they had 249. Miami had 300. So Miami was balanced almost across the board, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They was 14 for 27 passing the ball with 3 interceptions. We were 21 for 24 with 0 interceptions.
Averaging 14 yards a catch.
Averaging 14 yards a catch. Mm-hmm. Total offense, we almost doubled them. 605. They had 342. Well, we know we killed them in kickoff yards. All I'm saying is all I'm saying is okay. To the eye, you know what I'm saying? They got way too much, right? Watching the game, right? To the naked eye, it looked like they got way too much watching the game, right? But if you look at those numbers, that's not domination. But what do we expect to see? 100 yards passing, 100 yards rushing?
I mean, if you a high caliber D1 Power 5 program,
which we're not. which we're not.
Oh,
we're not. Like we become the high caliber. We're trying to get there. We're not.
Well, hey, I guess.
Matty, what you thought about the game?
I kind of side with X. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I be having my pessimistic and optimistic sides. Yeah, I think a lot of the losing that outside contain was definitely getting on my nerves. Often just seeing guys get to the edge because that's where a lot of their yardage was coming from. And I said in the chat too, doing a lot of the how you call it the eye candy, moving guys around, stuff like that. And we can see when that happened. For the only touchdown that they scored, it was when someone lost contain, running back broke to the outside. I think he got around for a swing pass or some type of some pass we came out the backfield. James sat and kept his assignment. Keontre lost his man. Dude hits the sideline, scores. It's just stuff like that you got to clean up. Yes, it is week 1, but it's one of those things that if you can have such a balanced attack like this, then on defense, we got to see a better product in regards to stopping them on both facets of the ball. Because we stopped them rushing. Like, they ain't rushed for shit on us, like, if we're being honest.
Right.
They had 93 yards, average 3.2 yards a carry on 29 attempts. So it wasn't like they were absolutely like running the ball down our throat. But it was just keeping it contained. And
who's suspended?
That's what the chat's saying. The chat's saying over there that way. It's saying you say that.
You say that way.
Oh, hey, so Streeter,
what's
the
up?
play that you want to know something funny?
Oh,
ironic?
yeah.
The play that
you suspended. It's saying stream unavailable, stream suspended for policy violations.
Nah, it just start over again. They say the play that what?
So Streeter, the play that Bethune Cookman scored on is the same play that Lashley would use with Nike. The same exact play.
The little screen play?
Yeah, the same exact play.
The little screenplay.
Yeah, the same exact play. When you get the
running I'm looking at the stream now. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it now. So maybe that's Street. So maybe that's some ACC stuff. Okay, then what we gonna do? We're gonna get out and we're gonna get back in. All right.
All right.
Okay.